Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Ravens YouTube channel and podcast. Talking Ravens all day, every day with your host, Justin P. My co host, Shannon Finch. Dave will be joining us shortly. I'm kind of a little bit pressed for time, so I will try to get through this as quickly and efficiently as possible. Episode is 135 for YouTube version. One sorry, 133, 135 episode season. For the audio version, season two, episode 35. Like I said, the links are right there below. Under that, myself, Dave, and Shannon's social media. Like I said, we all got everything. Shannon, Facebook, Twitter, Dave, IG, and Facebook. So we just waiting on him. So we're gonna just keep going. Uh, Today we're gonna do our preview as usual, our coaching matchups. So right now we're gonna start with the head coaches. The head coach of the Cleveland Browns, Kevin Stefanski, and the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, John Harbaugh. Who has the edge, Shannon?
I'm going to give it to John Harbaugh. The only thing I want to say about the Browns coach is that I don't know if he's a puppet or a coach. And I say that because even when it was looking bad for the Browns, he was acting like he was hell bent on still starting Deshaun. You had Jameis Winston as a third quarterback when you're on your in your depth chart. So when Deshaun went down, he wasn't even the first guy to come in, and now you have to start him because of injuries. He gave up play calling, so now they have a new play caller. It just seems like I don't know if he's making the best decisions for the team overall, but definitely John Harbaugh. I got questions about the Browns coach.
Uh yeah, same here. Definitely Harbaugh. Stefanski got a lot going on. He since he's been there, he's been the winningest coach the Browns have had in a while. So
Oh,
he
really?
a couple times, got a playoff win. Like I said, when his quarterback is healthy, he has that team in playoff contention. But like you said, Deshaun went down. Even before then, he wasn't playing all that well. Uh, Chubb just got back, so he working his way back. But definitely John Harbaugh. So
Hmm.
we're gonna go to the defensive coordinators because Stefanski called his own offense. I'll say that for last. What's my guy? Jim Schwartz, Browns, Eagles defense. Former Eagles defensive coordinator, Super Bowl champion, former Lions coach. Zach Orr, he's starting to get a little bit better, but we still have our reservations about him. Who has the edge now?
Oh, Jim. I mean, and everything you just said as to what he did, what he's accomplished already. Definitely going to give it to him. Zach Orr still has a lot of work to do in regards of being a defensive coordinator, but it's his first year. But I'm definitely giving an edge to Jim.
Same, because like I said, Super Bowl champion. Always had his defenses in the top 10, top five, no matter where he's been, even in Detroit as a head coach. Zach Orr
Hmm.
still getting better each week, but we still need a little bit more improvement. So
Hmm.
definitely Jim Schwartz. All right, the offensive coordinators, which is Kevin Stefanski because he calls the plays, and Todd Monken. Who has the edge, Shannon?
Well, he gave up play calling. I don't know if you saw that or not. So he's not calling the plays for this week.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
So he's not calling the plays, but I'm giving it to Munkin.
Ken Dorsey, right? My man from the U, our quarterback. So Todd Monken, Ken Dorsey. So yeah, Todd Monken. Same Todd Monken, and I'm a fan of Ken Dorsey because he was a quarterback of my team, won an national championship with the Miami Hurricanes. But he got dismissed from the Buffalo Bills for a reason because the Florida play caller wasn't going to their likely. Then they promoted Joe Brady, Joe Burrow's former offensive coordinator, who we won the Heisman under. So definitely Todd Monken. We averaging 31 points a game.
Hmm.
All right, now to the position coaches. To the positions. Sorry, I'm moving a little too quick. Quarterbacks. This time it's gonna be Jameis Winston, Heisman Trophy winner. Lamar Jackson, Heisman Trophy winner. This really ain't no contest, but who has the edge?
Lamar. And I like Jameis. Like he's funny, but Lamar.
I do too. I take the school you went to. But other than that, good guy. You always see some inspiration that Lamar, two-time MVP, and then now the MV3 thing is picking up smoke. Could be a possibility, which we all know he's not really worried about that. But the media are going to try to pin that on him to try to, get him off track of our main goal. But I love the how he handles all that stuff. But it's Lamar.
Hmm.
All right. Hold on. Days has something. Give me 1 second. All right, running
Okay.
backs. You got Chubb and Ford against Derrick Henry, uh, Justice Hill, Rasheen Ali, and those guys. Who has the edge?
I'm gonna give it to the Ravens. I mean, I respect Chubb and everything he brings to the table, but he's still working his way back. I mean, and we have the monster King Henry right now, so I'm gonna go Ravens.
Uh, Definitely Ravens for sure. Because like you said, Derrick Henry is leading the league in rushes on pace for 2,000 yards. Um, Justice Hill's doing his thing in the receiving department, rushing too. Uh, Finally here, yeah, Chubb is getting back from that injury. So yeah, it's definitely the Ravens. But like I said, it would have been a lot closer if Nick Chubb was healthy. So Dave, right now,
Hmm.
just to catch you up, we're doing a running back. Who has the edge in running backs? Browns, Ravens. That's what we are right now.
Hey man, y'all started without me. That's messed up, man. Come
Nah,
on, man.
I'm kind of pressed for time. That's why, bro. I already told Shannon.
All right, okay, running back. Well, Derrick Henry is leading in the NFL with 873 yards. 10 total touchdowns. The next closest player is 206 yards behind him, and that's Jordan Mason on the Niners.
Hmm.
So Nick Chubb, he's still finding his footing. He returned from that devastating knee injury. But give me the king. Justice Hill, he's been explosive as well. He's made a lot of big plays. He got a touchdown last week. So yeah.
All right. Now to the receivers and tight ends. Ravens, Bateman's doing his thing. That's probably why they didn't move for nobody yet. Zay is doing his thing. You got Mark Andrews likely. Ted Walker, who we'll talk about in a little bit. He's finally getting suited up. Uh, Colin Wallace. You got the Browns. No more Mark Cooper. Jerry Judy, if he's not hurt, if I'm mistaken. Cedric Tillman. Elijah Moore. Uh, I think down. I don't know if they got Anthony Schwartzman. They got yeah, but who has the edge? Shit, I ain't gonna name that. Who got tired of
Yeah, the Ravens. I don't. I mean, I feel like I've always felt like this core was a lot better than the productivity has shown. We're now seeing Bateman healthy. I do hope that Zay Flowers can, I don't like we talked about last week, knowing what's important right now. Like, if he's still banged up or tweaking it, like, don't play him. But I'm definitely giving it to the Ravens. Like, I think we have a good core that can compete with a lot of other wide receiver groups and tight ends.
Go ahead, Dave.
Well, the Ravens' offense is full of playmakers. They have firepower to win a shootout. Every week, someone has stepped up when their number is called. Zay Flowers, he's spinning corners in a circle like a Ferris wheel. You can't check him. Rashad Bateman, he's getting better and better every game. Lamar Jackson threw that laser 49-yard touchdown to Bateman against Tampa Bay. Mark Andrews is finally starting to get involved in the offense. Isaiah likely he's there when you need him. And as for Cleveland, it's back to the drawing board. Amari Cooper, he in Buffalo now. So these receivers, they're young players and journeymen, the 24th ranked passing attack, but they led by David Njoku. He had his best game of the season last week. Their receivers, Jerry Judy, Elijah Moore, Cedric Tillman, they don't scare anybody. They have a lot of question marks at receiver. So it's the Ravens all day.
Hmm.
Definitely the Ravens. Like I said, now knowing Mark Cooper, Jerry Judy's going to force to consistently be the number one, which you couldn't do in Denver. So, like I said, Bateman is playing well. That's probably why reason. Like I said, the constant ain't go trade for receiver and Zay. He's a little nicked up, but he's still doing his thing. Andrews is finally, healthy now, doing his thing, likely, and then Kolar's getting involved. So it's the Ravens. You it's ain't too much to that. So all
Hmm.
right, now the offensive line. We'll start with the Browns. Joe Patonio, Ethan Ponick, Wyatt Davis, Wyatt Teller, Hakeem Adini, Jack Conklin, and Jedrick Wills. Who has the edge, Shannon?
Ravens. Browns been dealing with a lot of injuries on the offensive line, so I'm going Ravens.
All right, go ahead, Dave.
I'm also going to go with Baltimore. The Ravens' offensive line, they improved week by week. They've gone from 25th to 11th in the PFF rankings. They figured out the right combination. Ronnie Stanley's really turned back the clock, and he looks good as ever. Linderbaum, he's dominating in the middle, and the best thing they did was move Patrick McCary to left guard. He's doing a great job. Daniel Falele and Roger Rosengarten, they're doing a good job on that right side, opening holes up for the King, and they also keeping QB1 so fresh and so clean. The Browns offensive line, they've been gutted. They lost Pro Bowl guard Wyatt Teller. They have been getting bullied at the line of scrimmage. Sacks allowed, pressures allowed, blown blocks. Famous Jameis, he better find some invisible juice because this line is bad. And the Raven O line, they're getting better.
Definitely us. Like I said, Ronnie Stanley is playing great. He's doing his thing and looking like an all pro, and everybody wanted him gone. But now he's fully healthy and he's back to his old self. So Patrick McCarr is actually doing good at left guard. Him and Voorhees, I guess they're rotating right there. Todd Linderbaum's doing well besides the few little snaps that we got to clean up, like Shannon said, so it won't cost us a game in the playoffs. Mafale has got much better. Like I said, he had that talk with John Donald. I don't know if y'all saw that. Him and John Donald had to talk at the Raiders game, and I guess they
Who?
did. Him and Daniel Fale had.
Oh,
Yeah. So I guess that we get him some guidance because he was drilled down on himself. Everybody was attacking him. So I guess a good dividend.
probably was you. You probably was attacking them. You
Everybody
be
was.
attacking. You be attacking people.
Rosa Garden, he's they're playing lights up since he's been inserted to the line. So definitely Ravens. Now, time to go to the defensive side of the ball. Like I said, the Browns are 4-3 team. We're 3-4, but we're going to include the edge rushers, including Tyler Packers. So the Browns, they got Zadarius Smith, Myles Garrett, Shelby Harris, Dalvin Tomlinson. For us, Matt BK, Roger Washington, I think he's a little beat up. Travis Jones, Michael Parrish, Van Noy, Oway, Jabo, and Tavis Robinson. Who has the edge, Shannon?
Um, I went back and forth with this one, but I'm going to go Browns, and I'm going to say Myles Garrett is the main reason why. That's a Hall of Fame caliber player, game changer, game wrecker. I don't feel like the Ravens have one person defensively. Like we have guys that can get pressure and do things and get sacks and all of that, but I don't think we have a Myles Garrett like type of guy on our roster. And the same thing I say when I say, you have Roquan on your team and you have Justin Tucker, like it's going to set your position group above others. Derrick Henry, just based on what one person. That's why I'm going Browns. Myles Garrett.
Well said. Well said. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna call this one even. The Ravens defensive line, they're one of the best in the league. Matabike is looking like an all pro. Travis Jones, Michael Pierce, they've been physical, clogging up the middle. Adafe Owe, he's done a great job setting the edge. But the Browns D line, they're middle of the pack when it comes to stopping the run. Myles Garrett, he's still one of the best defensive players in the game, but he can't be everywhere. But Zadarius Smith, he's been solid on the other edge. Dalvin Tomlinson and Shelby Harris, that's where you kind of can get them. They've struggled, stopping the run up the middle. They give up a lot of yards. So I'm gonna call this one even.
I'm gonna go with the Browns, like Shannon said, because Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith right there. Them guys, no matter what, they're gonna show up. Even with their 1-5 record, them guys been wrecking shop. It's not their fault. Their offense can't do jack squat. Delvin Tomlinson, Shelby Harris, some guys get to the quarterback. It's a lot closer than it would have been normally because D line has been getting better and like the league of sacks. But Myles Garrett, like I said, him and Zadarius, man, them two just a whole different beast. So I'm gonna give it to the Browns. All right, so now down the off-ball linebackers, run, cover, hit guys. So the Browns, Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah, Jordan Hicks, Devin Bush. For us, Roquan Smith, Trenton Simpson, Malik Harrison. Who has the edge, Shannon?
Is that Devin Bush that was on the Steelers?
Yep, that's him. You got it correct.
Oh, oh. I don't even know that I knew he was. Has he been there?
He was with Seattle last year, and then he
Oh,
had.
I didn't even know he was over there. Ravens. That just caught me off guard. I'm like, Devin Bush, but yeah, Ravens definitely.
Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, we just doing off ball linebackers or just linebackers?
Off ball. That's why I said run, hit, cover guys.
Oh,
And
all right.
we put the edge rushes in with the D line because they rush the passes.
All right, okay. I'm gonna go even on that one. I mean, Owusu Koromor, he's a good linebacker. He's a leading tackler. So yeah, I'm gonna call this one even.
I'm gonna give the slight edge to the Ravens because Roquan, uh, like I said, he's better than all those guys. And then Trenton is playing a little better than Malik Harrison. Like Jordan Hicks was a solid player. Was a Super Bowl champion. The Eagles. Uh, JOK Jeremiah Wusu Kamor was pretty solid. Like I said, Bush was a pretty solid linebacker. He was even better before he got hurt. But I'm gonna give a slight edge to the Ravens. Now our secondary corners and safeties. I start with the Browns. Got Grant Delpit, Denzel Wood, Juan Thornhill, Juan Emerson, Greg Newsom. Ravens, you got Marlon Humphrey, he should not miss no time. Brandon Stevens, Nate Wiggins, Kyle Hamilton, Marcus Williams, Darius Washington, J. Lyman Davis, Eddie Jackson. Who is that, Shannon?
Now, did they say that Marlon wasn't? I mean, like he's
Had
playing.
nothing
I
been
thought they.
confirmed that they shouldn't though, so I'm gonna just go with that for the time being until I hear otherwise. But we'll know probably by Friday or Saturday for sure.
Yeah, 'cause I was expecting him to be out. Just off the strength of not wanting to. I wouldn't want to hinder it if he can't practice this week. I don't see the purpose of putting him out there. But I made my choice based on that logic, and not only that, because I was going to say, even with Mullen, the Browns have given up less yards and less touchdown than us. Their secondary has. So I'm going to go Browns. But it will be interesting to see if Mullen plays. That's interesting, especially if he's not practicing. I talked about this when we was talking about the Bucks and the mistake they made. So we got to be careful. But I'm going Browns.
Wait, Dave.
When it comes to for corners, I'm gonna call this one even. Marlon Humphrey's had a great season so far, leading the team with 4 interceptions. That big play with that pick in the end zone last week against Tampa, that was a big play because if they scored right there, we'd have been in big trouble. Brandon Stevens, he's been up and down so far. And Nate Wiggins, the young rookie, he's been making plays. He's doing a good job. I like this kid's future. He look like all he needs is just experience. And of course, for the Browns, Denzel Corner, he's one of the best in the game. He's been his normal Pro Bowl shutdown corner self. And the other guy on the other side, MJ Emerson, he's been pretty good as well. So I'm gonna call this one even.
I'm gonna go even as well. 'Cause like you said, Ward and Marlon Humphrey, them guys are beasts. Emerson, Newsom. Then, you got our guys, but Marcus Washington, Kyle Hamilton. Like I said, overall, collectively, they haven't been the best unit. But like you said, you got Marlon making plays, Kyle making plays, and now Arthur Millette's back too, so that should help. But I'm gonna go even for sure. All right, now the special teams, the last one for them. We get into our tablets. You
Wait,
got.
wait, hold on. We not doing safeties? What we doing?
I said, hey, when we do secondary, we put them all together.
I thought you said corners. My bad.
We do it all together, man. Yeah, but teams. Yeah, listen, big fella. Dustin
Oh,
Hopkins,
you said corners, man.
boy.
I listened. I heard corners.
Okay. Corey Borges, I think that's his name. Elijah Moore, Deontay Foreman, and Rex Son O'Hara. That's their special teams unit. Ravens. Jordan Stout, Justin Tucker, Tylen Wireless, Hardy's out right now. Nick Moore. Where's there is a special team, Shannon?
Oh, Ravens. I mean, I feel that way most weeks, so I'm just gonna go Ravens.
How about you, Dave? Who has the advantage?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Ravens also. Like I said, Justin Tucker, he's starting to round back in form. He's making them field goals. Just like he look like his normal self. He's still the GOAT. Hopkins, he made some good kicks for them also. But once again, as long as you have Justin Tucker, you know, I was gonna go Ravens.
Definitely Ravens. Like I said, JT Hopkins is a good kicker, but I'm going GT because, like I said, the body of work it speaks for itself. He was having a little slump, but it seemed like he's finally gotten over it. So definitely Ravens.
Hmm.
All right, our first official topic. I will Todd and monken protect this Browns defense. Good, Shane.
I think he'll look to establish the run. Like weigh them down a little bit early so that their pass rush is going to be a little bit tired. As the game go on. Don't give them, meaning the Browns defense, too many opportunities to pin their ears back and get after Lamar. I do feel like if we are without Zay, it makes the offense a little bit easier to defend in a sense that that's one less weapon that they have to look out for. So then you're going to give more eyes to someone else. But I also feel like it's an opportunity for Lamar to continue to spread the ball around. For the past couple of weeks, that's what we've been talking about. How well Lamar's been doing it and how well everybody's been involved. So I think initially we go in, we try to establish the run. Let's weigh them down and get the ball out quick and take advantage of mismatches that we do have.
That's very well. Go ahead, Dave.
All right. I say, look, keep doing what we've been doing. Establish the run, get the king the ball, let the leading rusher go to work, let Lamar go through his progressions. If the big play isn't there, don't be scared to check it down. If all else fails, take off and make plays. Exploit the soft. Our receivers and tight ends can win against man to man coverage. Lamar Jackson is in full control of the offense. Let him be the general and command his troops.
Yeah, like you said, keep doing what we're doing. Run the football, play action pass. Getting Bateman involved. He's been great so far. Y'all give him his props. The man been balling, man. So get the tight ends involved. Andrews, like I say, he's finding his groove back. Don't forget about Likely. He's been saving us early part in the year when Andrews still wasn't recovering yet. Justice Hill keep putting them in the flat, on springs to him, run the ball with him, and that's about it. Just keep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's like that's it. And if Zay beat up, we'll implant other guys, but we'll talk about soon. But that's it. So how will Zach Orr defend this Cleveland Brown offense? Go ahead, Shannon.
Now this was tough. Thinking about it because we haven't played Jameis in so long, so I don't know what to expect out of him. They also are going to have a different play caller, so I don't know if they're going to come out trying to be conservative or try to come out swinging. But I do feel like our run defense is going to be tested because I'm sure they saw what the Bucks did. Having Chubb back is going to you want to get their run game going to help Jameis out a bit. Not to throw him in a fire and have him in bad situations. I don't know if Mullins going to play or not, but I do feel like this needs to be our front seven best game to date because that's an offensive line that you can actually get a lot of different opportunities against. And I think we should look to protect the secondary by being aggressive up front.
Well said, Shannon. Go ahead, David.
The defense has got to continue to be a brick wall against the run. Do not let Nick Chubb get going and make these young receivers beat us. The secondary has got to stop the big play. We've given up too many deep passes, too many receivers running wide open over the middle. We got to get some pressure on the quarterback. If we hit Jameis Winston, eventually he's going to start to turn the ball over. The secondary has got to play a full 4 quarters. They always play a good 2, good 3 quarters, and then we'll have one bad quarter. So that's how I think we got to defend them.
Well said by
Hmm.
both y'all. I think the same thing. I say go 2 man under, keep everything in front of us since our guys can't get their head around. Blitz a little bit more. Send pressure. Like Mike McDonald sent pressure. He's blitzing Kyle Hamilton, Arthur Millette. Marlon, new guys send pressure. Don't just send pressure with your 4 and 5. That is okay. But definitely get at the Jameis a little bit because we all know, like Baker, he's prone to give you a couple gifts. So let's do that. Let's get pressure, heat them up. Definitely take away the run because they saw some things that Rashad White and them was able to do in the run game, so they might try to do it now that Nick Chubb is back. So definitely take away the run game first, and then like I said, be aggressive and pin our ears back and go get James Winston.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This last topic, then we get into the lines. Will we see Devontez Walker involved in the offense since Zay Flowers is a little nicked up? Go ahead, Shannon.
Um, I think it's possible he can get some bump. I don't have a lot of expectations for him. What I do see it as a way for other guys to get more opportunities, like Mark Andrews, likely and Bateman, because Lamar's growing, having better chemistry with all of them. Like we said, Mark Andrews is starting to come alive. Likely, we know he can make big plays. Bateman seems to always be open. So I think it'll be more opportunities for guys like him. And I think if it came down to who do you think is going to get more out of the other guys, I would probably say Aguilar. Like that's another guy who steps in and he makes big plays. He makes the plays that we need him to make. So I don't have expectations for Walker, but it wouldn't surprise me if he got in, deep route, something like that. But I don't have much expectations for him.
Well said, Shannon. Go ahead, David.
I don't think we'll see him on the field. I saw him on the milk cart because he's gone missing. Like, I mean, where is he? Tell me, have you seen him? But I think, like Shan just said, I think it'll be a little bit more. I think, honestly, I think Zay will play. I think, once again, small little injury. Take your time through practice. Don't go at full speed practice. Just, limited. He already knows the offense. He knows what he needs to do. But I think it'll be more Aguilar, if anything, more Bateman. Bateman, he's getting better. He's getting his confidence up. Of course, Andrews, and I think it'll be more likely because likely that's the Swiss Army knife. So, and I saw Tyler Wallace get on the field finally. So let Tyler Wallace get a chance. I think Tyler Wallace is a good player. He just doesn't get any opportunity. So I would like to see Walker. This kid was really good in college in North Carolina, so I would like to see him get an opportunity. But I'd be surprised if he gets on the field. He just kind of buried on the depth chart.
Like you said, Dave Zay most likely will play, but I think eventually, I think we will sprinkle him in there because he did dress. If nothing else, just to take the top off the coverage. But like I say, he has that speed. Reminds me of a taller version of Torrey Smith. Route running was spike. Torrey Smith was a rookie. Route running wasn't polished yet, but he can go
Hmm.
deep and run the intermediate routes and just catch a pass and take it to the house. I think we'll use Taz like that into his route tree come together a little bit more. So I think we'll see a little something from. All right, now let's go with our over under stat lines. Let's go Lamar Jackson, 275 yards total, over under, Shannon.
Total. You said 285,
275.
275. I'll say over. I'll say go about see our division games are just so tricky to predict because they can go either way. You can be in a dogfight or it can be a shootout. You know what I mean? We were in a shootout with the Browns last year, right? That was last year.
Yeah.
Uh I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna say 290.
So how you gonna get it? 230 and a half, 60 ground.
I won't I won't say 60 on the ground. I'll say about uh 40 on the ground.
250 passing.
Two,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, 250, 40 on the ground.
Okay. Go ahead, Dave.
Look, Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the NFL right now. Fifth in passing, 1,810 yards. Big game this week. I'm giving him 350 in the air. Give him another 50 on the ground. I'm gonna go 400. Big game. The Browns'
Ooh.
offense is so bad. We're gonna have a ton of possessions. So Lamar just gonna run up the stats this week.
I'm gonna give him 300. No, 250 in the air, 50 on the ground. All right, Derek Henry. Let's go 105 yards rushing because the Browns do got a good defense. Over under Shannon.
I'll say under and say 90.
Okay. Go ahead, Dave.
I think Henry breaks 105 again. I'm gonna give him 120. Oh,
I'm gonna go slightly over at 110. Rashad Bateman, 60 yards receiving. Over under Shannon.
I'm gonna say over and say 65.
Okay, Denzel Ward, you're gonna be in trouble. Go ahead, Dave.
You gonna stop
I'm gonna say
overlapping.
I'm you know what? I'm gonna roll with Shannon. I like 65. I'm gonna go over.
I'm gonna go under and go 50 because of the corners, like Denzel Ward and Greg Newsom and Mount Emerson. They've been watching film, so I'm gonna give them a little respect. But I think Bateman doing enough to contribute. I give him 50 yards.
Mr. Always Open.
Look, we'll see Sunday because now you got some better corners. He been balling, but
Well, it will be, yeah, and then if he without Zay, that doesn't make it any easier because now they can focus more on him. But
if you
that's when
that
everybody
guy,
else got to
you
step
that guy.
up.
But anyway, I don't know. Let's just say Zay plays. I'm gonna throw it out there. All right, 75 yards receiving over under Shannon.
I'll say under, say 60.
Okay, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a little bit under. I think about 65, 70 because it got Denzel Ward on them. So I'm gonna say just a little bit under.
I'm gonna go with the same thing. Dave 70, just a little under. Last one for offense, Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews. Let's go 90 yards receiving combined for both of them. Over under Shannon.
I'll say under, say about 30 for Likely, 40 for Mark Andrews.
Go ahead, David.
Think there'd be more targeted in the red zone.
Sounds good. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna say over. Once again, we're talking about the corners. So I think definitely we're gonna use the tight ends more this game. I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna give them about I'm gonna give them 130. I think they both have a big game. Andrews is getting more and more involved. He's still Andrews. So 130 over.
I'm gonna go 95. I'm gonna go 60 Andrews, 30 Likely, 35 Likely. All right, now we're on to the defense. Total team sacks on defense. I start at 3. Over under.
I'm going to say over and say 4.
Go ahead, David.
Over. This Browns defense, offensive line has been decimated. So I'm gonna give them 6. Big game. Nah, I'm gonna give them 5. I'm gonna give them 5. But
I'm gonna go 4 because James Winston gonna probably move on and make some plays. All right, total team interceptions. This is James Winston. We're gonna go 2. Over under Shannon.
The way they dropping interceptions, besides Marlon Humphrey, um, I'll stay at 2. I'll say 2 interceptions.
Go ahead, Dave.
yeah, I got 2 also. Right at 2.
I'm gonna go 3. You can say James Winston, man. He's gonna get a little friendly, and by him starting, he's gonna definitely try to force some stuff. So I'm gonna go 3.
You see how many interceptions they could have had last week? Could have had like
No,
5.
for sure, for sure. I think they hold on to one more extra
All
one.
right.
All right, last one. Roquan and Trenton Simpson. Total combined tackles. I'm gonna go with 12.
Over. I mean, I think, like I said, I think they're gonna go look to use Chubb a lot, so you're gonna see a lot of them getting active in the run game. Uh, I'll say 20.
Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, over definitely. Once again, I like I like 20, 25, 22 maybe. A little bit old.
I'm gonna go with 14, 10 for Roquan, 4 for Trenton Simpson. All right, now 3 keys to victory. Go ahead, Shannon.
All right. So my keys to victory are keep Miles Garrett and Zadarius away from Lamar. DBs, take advantage of the opportunities you have to get interceptions because that can be game changing, and get after Jameis.
I like that. Go ahead, Dave.
I'm gonna go offensive line. Keep Lamar clean. Stop the edge rushes. Do not let Miles Garrett take over the game. That's my first one. Number two, give Derrick Henry his carries. Let him carry us to victory. And number three, stuff the run. Do not let Chubb run on us. Make these receivers beat us.
I like it. You know, mine's always the same. Protect the football, take away the football, score more touchdowns and field goals. It ain't gonna change. All right, our score prediction. Go ahead, Shannon.
Like I said, with this being a division game, it can go either way. It can be a battle or it can be a shootout. I do think that with this being, Jameis' first game, a new play caller, I think I would like to think they might try to be a little bit more conservative. And I think it's going to give the Ravens defense a lot of opportunities to make stops. But I do still respect the Browns defense enough that I think they can limit the Ravens a little bit. Not saying contain them or stop them completely, but I think the score will end up being 28-10 Ravens.
Go ahead, Dave.
I like that. We're gonna blow them out, man. Ravens 34, Browns 13.
I'm gonna go 2 touchdowns because the Browns defense is good. So I'm gonna go Ravens 31-17.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give everybody quick everybody said a quick remarks. So I'm gonna let Dave go first 'cause I know he like to get birthday shout outs and all that. Okay. So I'm gonna get you off.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this one quick, man. I just want to shout out my uncle David Ruffin, turned 80. Happy birthday, Uncle Dave. Love you. Thank you.
Happy
That's
birthday.
that's it. Appreciate that.
No problem. Go ahead, Shannon.
I just want to say I know that we're looking at a lot of other teams making moves and bringing in wide receivers, and we're looking like, why couldn't that be us? But I also feel like we 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 might have the group that we need to get where we're trying to go, and it might be better to add defensive help to counter the offensive moves that these teams that we have to compete against have made. So I just want to say to Ravens fans, don't get too upset or down on yourself about what other teams have done. We have a decent core, and I would rather us stick with what we have than just going out the trade for somebody just for the sake of saying you got somebody. But if you're going to do it, make that move defensively to counter the moves the other teams made.
I like that, Shannon. Yeah, because I was kind of pissed off. I was like, damn, why not get DeAndre Hopkins? At the very least, just keep him away from the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Well,
I'm gonna
it takes two teams to want to do business. I don't think
for
the
sure.
Titans really interested in doing business with us like that.
Yeah,
I don't.
they still got the robbery. Amy Kroenke don't like us at all. That's clear. But
Yeah, like they only traded McNair to us in history. Like they not trading. They not doing it.
you're right. That's the only one that I can think of. You're right. And
Like we've had.
Derek Mason, I think that's it. That's the only two
I
that
don't
come.
even think he was traded here though. I think they were like free agents. Like
If I'm
they
not
came
mistaken,
here.
we'll look it up. But either way, they don't, we only got 3 players from them in the history from Tennessee. But
Yeah, they were free agents, definitely.
okay, we're going free agents then. Yeah, like Shannon said, we'll be okay for the most part. As long as Bateman, stay healthy and keep doing what he's doing. So, same with Zay and Mark and everybody else. Us offense is hot tame. It's we're averaging 30 points a game. If the defense can just get a notch or two better, we'll be fine. Just a notch or two. We don't gotta be 2006, 2020. I mean, 2020 was it 2000, I meant, or even last year. It just don't allow a lot of big plays on our point. If your old teams like I said, like 21 points, and we scoring 30 plus, I can live with that. And that's
Mm-hmm.
it, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. I was a little, got something to do, so that's why I was a little speedy. But either way, we still got the real
Justin
show.
said, "I'm out of here."
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't got time to be 32 other grown men bitch and complain. So, I'm trying to save myself the sanity. Check us out, like and subscribe. Me and Shannon be back Tuesday to do the recap, and then Dave will be on Thursday. The big fella's back. That's our first show in a couple weeks, damn it, a month that we all three of us did together.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, let's go Ravens. We're gonna kick the Browns' ass. Watch the Thursday night game tonight, Vikings Rams. For all the football lovers this weekend, college football and the NBA. Then you got the WNBA finals, if I'm not mistaken, and the World Series Friday. So it's a lot of stuff going on this weekend.
No,
You know,
the WNBA over with.
it
Liberty
is
won.
who won championship.
New York
the
Liberty.
Liberty won.
Congratulations to the Liberty. They're about to probably get
Mm-hmm.
two champions. Hope the Dodgers can beat them, but the Yankees playing pretty good baseball. Um, like I always say, and thank you for that, Shannon. I haven't been keeping up like I supposed
Mm-hmm.
to.
No problem.
Make sure y'all trade. That stands for Talking Ravens all day, every day. From your host Justin P and my two MVP $1 billion co-hosts, Shipman Shannon Finch and Super Dave, the mailman, aka David Woods. Y'all have a great weekend. We love y'all. We'll be back Tuesday, same bad time, back channel, and we are out.
Good night.
Peace.